So we're at Gen Con.
We are.
How you doing?
Well, I'm not bad. Tired, but you know, that's par for the course.
We had tried to see if there was any records at Gen Con, and the answer was there are two.
Two
Records.
And you will see video of that later.
Yeah. So because of that, we're going to hit up a record store that I know. Some of the records you've seen on the show came from here back in the day. It's a place called Indy CD and Vinyl in Broad Ripple of Indianapolis. It's a, I don't even know how long they've been around, 1970s or something like that?
Yeah, I think I looked it up. I think it was 70s.
Yeah,
so.
and we're going to do what I'm calling a 20 and 20. That means each one of us gets a $20 bill. We go in there, we have 20 minutes to either find one awesome record, 10 cheap records, whatever your whim, whatever you're kind of thinking. And then at the end here, we're going to get together and just kind of see what we can do in 20 minutes with $20. All right, our Indy CD and Vinyl trip is a rocking success. Let's start with you, Joof. Let's see your stuff.
This one.
$20, 20 minutes. What did we end up with here?
So
you did one that I am super happy about, and Drax's gonna know. Are you kidding me?
Excellent choice.
the reason I did this is
Right
just
there.
because, I mean, look at it. It's like a stupid album cover.
You don't know the song. Do you know
Gonna
that
say
your
you
dad
don't.
is obsessed with this song?
I didn't know that until today. so-
Yeah, it is true.
Fun fact, I have that full album, and your dad wants it.
It
And
is
he
true.
was super jealous when I showed it off on the show.
Yep.
So
So this is just the single, but it's the original single, and it's only $10.
that's
not
a heck of a
bad
steal,
deal.
I think. Yeah.
So I didn't know what I wanted to get.
Yep.
Because, like, all the video game stuff that they had was, like...
Yeah, they
Like,
relied
all
on
the
video
vid-
game stuff. Weren't
Yeah, like, they were a little white, and all of it was, like, over, like, $20. It was,
Yeah.
like, 30.
They had some new
And then they
video
had, like,
game
one for, like,
soundtracks.
100... They had a Diablo 4 or 5 thing for, like, $160.
Yeah.
It
But
was
we're
like
not done with
this
your. We're
thick.
not done with
That's
yours
right.
yet. Let's see what else we got. We round out this 20.
You were a smart shopper.
Elvin Bishop, Hog Heaven. I know the name Elvin Bishop.
I know the name too.
I cannot tell you anything about it other than I agree that is one heck of an album cover,
Yeah.
and I don't even know. I don't even know what to. I don't know what kind of music this is, but I guess let's find out. Let's head over to you here,
Okay.
Jack. What you got?
So, I struggled to find anything for a $20 limit, but I found this and I bought it for the cover alone. Have no idea what this is.
Electric
Called
Blood.
Electric Blood. It's by Vector 7. And what really drew me is limited to 250 copies.
It's pretty good. I have no idea either. But
I have no idea.
that's-
And I didn't spoil it. I didn't look it up. I'm just gonna play it,
Yeah.
see what it is.
I mean, it's a nice record for sure.
But it's, yeah.
I'm gonna guess we're looking at metal here, but that's about all I know.
That's what I assumed. It was some type of metal.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what we got.
So it is tougher than you think, right, to do 20
It was-
minutes? Because
it
all of a
was
sudden you
super
realize
tough.
that you spend an hour in record stores.
Oh yeah. I was like going through and I looked at the clock and I'm like, it's been 10 minutes already.
So that was your 20.
That was
was
my
my
20.
20.
That was, it was $19.99 is what that was.
Now I will say I have 2 stacks in my bag. This is an old stomping ground place for me. So I have my $20 and then I have my $100 that I spent on top of it. But I specifically got $20 worth of stuff here that I will show you.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I did go over my 20 as well.
Yeah.
I can show that off too.
First one here is a live recording for $6.99 of Rashawn Roland Kirk. Here Comes the Whistle Man. It's presumably something like a 60s pressing. It's in mono, and that's the thing that ultimately attracted me to it.
Yeah.
And this is clearly an original press by Atlantic of Roland Kirk, which is somewhat experimental jazz, flute, and
Okay.
saxophone music.
I've heard the name before.
Also on the jazz front, and also because of the name of the album cover, bent fabric, the Drunken Penguin for $5. I actually have another bent fabric album, so this is kind of fun jazz would be as I describe it. I've got this Alley Cat album in my collection as well, and they tend to make kind of a it's jazz. It was popular jazz at the time, but it's kind of novelty jazz.
Okay.
And it'll be a good time. And then my final for $8. Favorite TV themes with the A-Team, Dallas, MASH, Hill Street Blues, Taxi, Knight Rider, Star Trek, Thornbirds, Rockford Files, Dynasty, and Fame. And I mean, come on.
Those are some heavy hitters, right?
I might pay $8 alone just for A-Team or Knight Rider, honestly. And then the rest of the stuff I got Lou Barlow Folk Implosion, got the original CD of that, but this is a killer record.
Nice.
This was part of my 20, except I actually just got it instead. And this is some kind of electronic international future jazz thing I found for $6. This was my 20 until I found the other. And this is the original motion picture soundtrack of the Lord of the Rings cartoon.
I would have snapped that up if I would have seen that.
I know, what an amazing find. I've never even seen this record.
I've never seen that either.
And at first I was like, well, is this the Jackson one? And I was like, no. Promo
gold
copy.
stamp promo too.
Yeah, and then finally, this may make an appearance someday if we ever do our top 5 punk. But this is Peg Boy, Strong Reaction, late 80s, early 90s punk out of Chicago. It is just really, really killer. And then one more here, if I can find it. I don't like this music. I bought it anyway because of that clear CD.
Because I
figured it's worth a bit on the Record Players podcast, and we'll try putting in this clear CD
Parental
and see what happens.
advisory. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I bet they talk about stuff. If you happen to be watching this Indy CD and vinyl, thanks for being an awesome record store for one thing. But what are your thoughts?
They have amazing selections. If you're into metal, they have a lot of good metal stuff. Some of their prices a little scary.
Yeah. You're not getting a ton of cheap new records here, that's for sure.
But they had some really good titles. I mean, if I would have looked around some more, I probably could have dropped at least $100 more than I did easily.
Well, and even back in the day, it was expensive back in the day because it's not a cheap record store to maintain.
Right.
And they have a lot of kind of experimental and whatever.
Right.
But like you saw, you can go in there and you do enough digging and you find those cheap albums.
Oh yeah,
because keep picking them out.
Because the more I was digging, the more I was finding, and some of them were just a little over the $20 limit though. So I was like, well, I can't get that for that, but I might get this for myself.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, check them out. They're in Broad Ripple section of Indy. If you're local or you find yourself in Indy.
Also, Jack, it was really cool to actually see you in person here.
It was, yeah.
And do this record player bit with you together.
It's kind of cool. We did a little section of the show together for once, and not just staring at each other on the screen.
Indeed. Have fun, everyone.
Yeah, I found that this was cool, but a bit expensive. I found a Minecraft beta record for $30. So.
Yeah. Which we already have that one. If it was Alpha, I might have picked that up too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See y'all.
See y'all.
Meep.